So we've just come outside of Molinuex, and Wolves have lost again, 2-0 against league leaders Arsenal, runaway league leaders, are 4 points clear at the top now with a 2-0 victory over Wolves today. Doesn't tell the whole story, but we're going to go first of all. Magic, your first thoughts after coming out of the game?
Well, I thought Wolves played well, David, but they just scoring the goals. If they can score a couple of goals, that's just, it's just how it goes. But I mean, they were a good side, Arsenal, but Wolves played very, very well.
And sensation?
Yeah, like I said, they've got to get the shoulder to the wheel, and I think they did that tonight, all the team.
Well, you can't fault the effort. I mean, it started off with Julian Lopetegui, or as I like to call J-Lo. Julian Lopetegui, he's the new manager, Dad.
Oh, he's that.
I've seen he probably was a good keeper at some point. Yeah. But anyway, he's basically been unveiled to the Wolves crowd today. Done the walk the pitch. Was well received by the Wolves fan. He has got a big, humongous job on his hand. He's an elite manager. We've finally got him in. Wolves are bottom of the table at Christmas and 4 points adrift from safety. The story of the game is Arsenal started really strong, put Wolves on the bad foot. We changed to the back five today. I thought Wolves defended really, really well at the back. We didn't really create a lot going forward. It ran out again of steam going forward, but we sprung the trap a couple of times, frustrated Arsenal. They had something like 73% possession in the first half. Second half, it was a lot closer than you'd think, but they just got in and they just know how to win games at the moment, this Arsenal team. This is why they're top of the league. They've got a lot of confidence, a lot of belief, and Wolves are at the other end of the table with quite haven't got the belief, but they did show the effort and the courage. Your dad, your performance rating, your man of the match?
I'm going to give him 7.
And your man of the match?
Totally.
Which one?
Him with the big muscle.
Him with the big muscles. You're going to give it to him. Adama Traore. Sensation about you?
8. I'll give it an 8. Yeah.
An 8.
An 8. Why not?
What about you?
Honestly, I think the second half was just appalling. Second goal, no excuses.
What's your name?
Billy.
Billy. How about you, mate?
My name's Sam, and I think that was really disappointing performance.
I think first half, we held it. I think Arsenal for the first half was shocked that we played from back five.
Yeah, I think that surprised them, didn't it?
I think second half, especially that second goal, we exposed ourselves.
Again, it was a bit like the goal the week before when we had the chances to deal with it and we didn't deal with it, and it was the second goal killed us off, didn't it?
I think what frustrated me more was that we took Totti off when realistically we needed that.
Actually, talking about Totti Gomez, I thought he had a really good game. Totti Gomez.
Yeah, he did, and that's what surprised me, taking him off. And Guedes, what frustrated me more is him walking. There was no fight or desire to try and win the ball. It was in attack. He was walking for the ball, and for a Wolves player, all I care about is, even if we're not winning the game, is just showing some desire and fight.
I thought the team as a whole showed desire and fight to know. I think you can probably maybe pick out the heads went, the body language dropped. Guedes is
too good though, David. He made a.
What did you think of the ref, Magic?
I was very pleased with him. I mean, he booked
pleased is an understatement. In the first half, the Wolves.
He should have. One of them should have been sent off with
first half, he was very biased.
Yeah. I thought the Gabriel challenge was disgusting.
That's the
totally down by the goal, man. He should have been pretty sent off.
Well, the thing is, the Wolves fans were very annoyed with the ref, basically because of the consistency. He gave yellow cards to our players, and the similar sort of challenges he let go, and that's it's either both a yellow or both not a yellow, and that's the frustration.
That's the frustration with the Premier League. It's just there's no consistency between how we. And the Premier League officials are questioning why we're not getting called up for UEFA or for being called up for the World Cup. Just evidence there, like with no consistency.
Absolutely, and to tell you what, apparently there's a call for a penalty. I mean, I got messaged at half time that I haven't seen it back, but apparently the VAR missed a blatant penalty for Wolves in the first half. If you've watched that, if you see that, obviously we haven't seen it. Make sure you let us know. I'm going to go with a 7 for the overall performance. I thought my man of the match. I'm going to go. I'll ask you your man of the match in a minute. Yeah. My man of the match. I'm going to go for Boubacar Traore. I just think he's been a revelation. Some of the skills we know he's a tackler and he closes down, but some of the close skills he's got as well. And he just loves playing, and he gives everything all the time. Want to give you a man of the match?
I can't disagree. Bubakar literally I think he was the man that showed the fight and desire for the team. And realistically, out of 10, first half I thought we was about an 8. Second half, there's no excuse. That's that second goal.
Not happy with the second goal. What about you, man of the match for you?
The left back Bueno.
He's been a revelation, and this is one of the good things about the Steve Davis reign. He's been interim manager. He's brought through some young players that he's given, and Hugo Bueno looks every inch a Premier League player for me. Boubacar Traore's had, he's really come on strong, and we've got some talented players, but the board have got to back Julian Lopetegui in the January window. Got to back him, because we can't afford to go down. But he'll get a grip. We've got the training camp. He's got a majority of the squad to work on, but he's got a big task.
That next 6 weeks is the defining part of our season. I think the next game against Everton will show where.
Well, he's got the Gillingham match before, hasn't he?
The Gillingham game, I think, will show the desire where this team's at. If we are going to be showing fight, or if we are going to show the progressive football that Seville has been showing over the last few years. Again, Seville, the cards were dealt against him the last season with
the transfer window and everything.
But the pedigree that Julian brings, the only thing that concerns me is we've never had to go into a scrap. These players haven't.
That's the one thing that worries me. Are they cut out for the relegation fight? And you have to ask that question. But this guy is coming, Julian Lopetegui. He's got a presence about him. He's coming in. I loved when Mateus Nunes says, "How's your shoulder?" type of thing. He came on. We've got a talented bunch. We've got to back him in the thing, but we've got to back him. We could adrift. We're bottom of Christmas, but hopefully at the bottom we bounce back up.
What is that? We can't always think about the opposition results. So obviously Forest won today, we had Bournemouth win today, and we can't always rely on the teams around us.
Exactly right.
It's always our results first, and then obviously whatever comes across, what results come fall into place around us. Look at Everton last season. They were very fortunate with the results that fell around them, and if we're not careful, I'm not sure where we're going to fall.
We're going to be okay. Let's keep the face. We'll bounce back. We've
got some of our old players coming back. Well, Royal, are we? And
Royal. Let's not even go there at the moment, Dad.
It's very.
That's contentious at the moment. We want a fully fit Royal. Final thoughts,
Steve. I mean, give him some credit. He was supposed to be a lifeboat, yeah, and then give it to him without any oars. I mean, what do you expect?
And he hasn't sunk. There you go. He hasn't sunk. We're not in the Titanic. We haven't gone down. We can see the iceberg. Fosun are hopefully trying to steer us around it, and we'll come out the other end.
I feel sorry for Steve more than anything, because he's been given. He only can deal the cards he's been given.
Yeah.
A lifeboat without paddles.
And what we've seen is some fight in this team from since he's
we have. They've come back. They've come back and they've gave a lot more effort. It's ended up obviously us losing the game 2-0. Arsenal, well played. You're a great team. The Arsenal fans this time last year were not happy, and he's turned the team around, and look where they are flying now. We've got a talented bunch of players. Yeah. We've got to get behind Julian, J-Lo. And hopefully to reset now. The World Cup's coming up, and we come out the other end, because it's been an annus horribilis, a horrible year for Wolves. 2 wins all season, 8 goals. When has the South Bank seen a goal as well?
Literally last week.
Are you the South Bank?
I was literally on row F, so I'm just behind the goal.
Not in the Premier League though.
Oh.
100 and some odd days in the Premier League.
Was it March?
March, the South Bank have seen go. We get them all down the North Bank, and there ain't been that many. Anyway, from myself and all the guys, thank you for jumping on. Until the next one, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Look out for the match vlog, International Fan, Extra Time, and we've got a special podcast coming next week. But you need to be subscribed for that, so make sure you look out for it. From all of us and the boys, and keep the faith. Julian Lopetegui era starts now. Got a big job on his hand.
Bring us a Christmas present.
Bring us a Christmas present, yeah. Always Wolves.
Always Wolves.
Cheers.
God, Dave.